go to the library during stations, you might want to check that out because it's a pretty awesome book. But today, we are reading Frog and Toad Are Friends by Arnold Lobel. And let me show you what's in here.
I know what's in table of contents.
A table of contents just like our other Frog and Toad book by Arnold Lobel.
Go on number 4.
We are going to go on number 4 because that's the first story. And the first story, the title of the story, Pablo, is Spring. Spring? Huh.
What spring mean?
What do you think the story Spring might be about?
Well,
Think. What do you think spring might be about?
It got me good.
After winter comes
Spring.
Oh, think. What do you think the story Spring is about? When you have a prediction, a smart guess, tap your head. When you have a prediction, what do you think spring will be about? Tap your head.
It's just on the internet.
Hmm?
It's on the internet.
Yeah, her login.
Yeah.
Okay, turn and tell someone. I think spring will be about. Turn. Alright, answer each question. What do you think it's going to be
Was finding spring.
Remember when they were finding spring? Where were they looking to find spring? Everywhere. They were looking just around. Oh man, good connection. 3, 2, 1, 0. Mark, what do you think is going to happen in the story Spring?
Maybe it's gonna be like the other book Frog Finds Spring.
Do you guys remember when Frog found spring?
Oh yes, yeah.
Where did he look? Where did he look to find spring?
He's around the corner.
He looked just around the corner. Now, did he find it around the first corner he looked around?
No.
No, he didn't,
He
but
found it.
he found it. Him and he found it.
He looked at me backwards.
And what happens in the spring? Thomas. Plants grow. Jesse.
Like flowers bloom.
Flowers bloom. Ashley.
The sun comes up.
The sun comes out. Pablo.
The sun comes out.
The sun comes out. What happens to the snow?
It melts when the sun is up.
Let's see what's going to happen to Frog and Toad in spring. Oh, let me move some of these sticky notes here. Ay. So many sticky notes. Here we go. Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. Do you remember a story where Frog knocked on Toad's door? I'm remembering back to when we read Down the Hill and Frog came over and knocked on Toad's door because he wanted to go sledding. Oh, let's keep reading. Shh, let's keep reading. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. There was no answer. Toad! Toad! Shouted Frog. Wake up! It is spring. Blah, said a voice from inside the house. Who's
Frog. Toad. The same flying down the hill.
Just like slide down the hill. That's okay.
Which one is it? Just
The second one
the
down.
second one?
He did. He just said Frog just like in the story down the hill. Whose voice is that? Toad. Anyways, try being Toad. What does Toad say? Toad! Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up! I am not here, said the voice.
Hey, he's in there. He's candy.
Why does Frog want Toad to wake up? Think, think, think. When you know, tap your head. Why does Frog want Toad to wake up? I'm waiting for everyone. Piano, doing your best. I'm waiting for 2 more people. Frog wants Toad to wake up because...
Frog wants Toad to wake up because...
Turn and tell someone, why does Frog want Toad to wake up?
He wants to wake up and he wants to... They can see squeeze.
Frog wants Toad.
It's sweet. No, you don't.
What did you say? He wants to play? Do you think maybe he's
No, he went to the house.
Why?
You know this.
What's happening outside? It's turning into what's happening.
I don't know that one. Sounds like a shirt.
The sun is...
What was the second question that we're
Doesn't
answering
want
right
to
now?
play? Who doesn't want to play?
No,
What did you say he said? Eyes up here.
Thank you.
Okay. Annabelle, why does Toad want? Why does Frog want Toad to wake up?
Because there was the snow melting and Frog is trying to wake him up and it's a morning.
The snow is melting. What else is happening? Ashley, why does Frog want Toad to wake up?
Because it's spring.
It's spring. The snow is melting. What's making the snow melt?
The sun.
The sun is shining.
But it's gonna make it cute with the snow.
Here we go, listen.
Morning, Miss Rollins.
Frog walked into the house. It was dark.
Thank you.
All the shutters were closed. Toad, where are you? Called Frog. Go away, said the voice from a corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. Where's Toad at?
In
In bed. Does he want Frog to be there?
No.
What did he tell Frog to do?
Go.
Go away.
No, it's not nice.
That isn't nice.
He's comfy in his bed.
He's comfy in his bed. Look at him. Look at him here. Do you remember last time Toad was in his bed and Frog came over?
Let's do wine.
You remember what happened?
Yeah.
And down the hill, Toad came over, or Frog came over to Toad's house, and Toad was in bed, and what did Frog do?
What is there?
He went inside and he pushed Toad out of bed. Remember?
He
got him dressed.
Winter clothes.
He put on winter clothes for him.
And Toad didn't he going and try to tell him?
He did, didn't he? Do you think Frog is going to put winter clothes on Toad today?
No.
Why not? Is it winter?
No, it's not.
It's spring. Let's see what happens. He pulled all the covers over his head. Oh. Who pulled the covers over his head?
Frog.
Listen. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Who pulled all the covers over his head? Toad did. Look, there he is in bed.
It's not nice.
Sometimes when I'm real sleepy and I just want to sleep, I pull the covers over my head so I can keep sleeping even though the sun is out. Noelle and Edwin, eyes up here. Edwin. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. Do you remember when you pushed Toad out of bed?
No, that's not nice.
He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Shh. Baby, I'm right here. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright light. Help, said Toad. I can't see anything. Why is Toad saying, I cannot see anything?
Look at the sun.
Think. Why is Toad saying, I cannot see anything? When you know, blink your eyes at me. Toad is saying, I cannot see anything because...
I can't see very well.
Turn and tell someone. Why is
You
Toad
can see
saying
the
Sit up. Why is Toad saying, I cannot see anything? Toad is saying... Because the sun, what's the sun doing? It's bright. Why is Toad saying that? Why is Toad saying I cannot see anything? Stop.
No, 3 people could be in a
Talk to Haley, right? Okay. And Mark's going to be a part of this group this time. Next time you can do it.
Is this house bright or dark?
I don't
Lights are all off.
You know what? We're just going to do this one.
3, 2, 1, 0. Noelle, why did Toad say, I cannot see anything?
His eyes are burning.
Toad said,
eyes are burning.
his eyes are burning? Tell me more about that. Why do you think his eyes are burning?
Because of the sun.
What is the sun like?
Yellow and yellow.
It's yellow and it's bright. And what was his house like?
White.
Was it bright? Were there lots of lights on inside of his house?
No.
His
It's
house
dark.
was dark. Have you ever been sleeping in your room and it was dark and then someone turned on the lights? And what did you do? What did you do? You said, oh, my eyes, right?
And oh.
Oh my gosh.
And
Now, let's keep going. Ready? Listen, here we go. Don't be silly, said Frog. What you see is the clear, warm light of April. What month is it?
April. That's my book.
April is a spring month. And it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it, said Frog. Close your eyes a moment. I want you to think about this. Think about what Frog is saying. We will skip through the meadows.
We'll skip to the meadow.
Skip through the meadows. It means the grass. Imagine the grass, the meadows. And the sun is out, and Frog and Toad are skipping through the meadows. Kind of like you guys skip through the meadow and the field outside of the playground. We'll run through the woods. Oh, can you imagine them running through the woods in the sunny day? And we'll swim in the river. Oh, imagine Frog and Toad swimming in the river. Open your eyes. What does Frog want to do with Toad? Think to yourself. What does Frog want to do with Toad in the spring? When you know, give me a thumb up. Kiana. Wait for everyone. Frog wants to.
Frog wants to. Frog wants to play with the sun.
Turn and tell. What does Frog want to do? What does Frog want to do in the spring? Where? Everywhere, like where?
I can see him back.
Do you want me to read it to you again? We will skip through the meadows, run through the woods, and swim in the river. Let's get through the meadows, right? Good. 3, 2, 1, 0. I guess testing. Pablo, what does Frog want to do with his friend?
He wanted to with his friend. Frog said, the sun is getting to the snow because it's winter.
And so what does he want to do now that it's spring? Now that the snow is gone, what does Frog want to do with his friend Toad? You want to listen again? Listen again, I'll tell you. Frog said, think of it. We will skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. What does he want to do?
Swim and deliver.
Swim in the river. Good, thank you. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog, said Toad. I will be too tired. I am going back to bed. Is Toad excited about spring?
No. It's not nice.
He wants to go back to bed. Let's keep reading. Listen.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again. But Toad, cried Frog, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog, said Toad. How long have I been asleep? Now remember, it's April. And listen to what he said. You have been asleep since November. Let's think, listen. November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months.
What? 6 months?
That's a long time. Let's see what Toad says. Well then, said Toad, a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up at about 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. So when can Frog wake Toad up? What month? In May. In May. Okay, is it May? Right? Is it May in the story? What month is it? It's April.
April.
Let's see what happens.
April day.
Shh. But Toad, said Frog, I will be lonely until then. Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He said, it's not November. He tore it off. He tore off the December page. Is it December?
No.
Nope. And the January page. Was it January? No. What month was it? April. Let's see. He tore off the February page and the March page. He came to the April page. It's April, right? Should he tear it off?
No.
But listen, Frog tore off the April page too.
No. It's April.
What comes after April?
May.
When can Frog wake Toad up?
May.
Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad! Toad! Wake up! said Toad. Can it be May so soon? Yes, said Frog. Look at your calendar. Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Remember when Frog tore off the April page? The May page is on top. So if the May page is on top, that means, what does Toad think it is?
April.
Does Toad think it's April?
No.
When he looked at the calendar, what does it say?
May.
He says it's May.
No.
But it's not. But does Toad know that?
No.
Why, it is May, said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring.
The end.
How? Think to yourself a moment. What did